Good afternoon, everyone. Today is Wednesday, the 1st of October, 2025. It is 12:23 p.m. and I have just started our 12 o'clock class recording. As you know, this week and next week, the classes recordings will start a bit later than usual because we are running personal corrections or private corrections before the recording for the class content. As we have um, several needs for this group, we are gonna go ahead with the speaking of next week, and we'll work more on conclusions on Monday. So I will offer you some speaking topics. And before we talk about some things, we are gonna have revisions using short videos or reels, okay? The first revision is on prepositions regarding transport. So let's watch this short video here. This lady, this I like because she has three characters that collaborate in the mini classes. So he is Mike, and she asks for Cora, meaning Dora Explorer, and there are two other characters. So don't, it is a bit weird, but the content is really nice.
In the car or on the car? Dora?
Cora. Use in for vehicles where you sit inside and you cannot stand up and walk around. I'm in the car. I'm in a van. I'm in a truck. I'm in a helicopter. Use on for big vehicles where you can walk inside. I'm on a bus. I'm on the train. I'm on the ferry. I'm on the plane. Also use on for vehicles where you ride on top of. I'm on my bike. I'm on a skateboard. I'm on a surfboard.
Man, that's so simple. Thanks, Cora.
It is. Goodbye, friends.
In the
All right. Boys, which is your favorite means of transportation to commute? Antonio.
Car.
Okay, well, let's go a bit further in the reasoning.
Car, but I drive the car, not like taxi or Cabify,
Okay.
because you choose the path. You are in control of the time and the situation, not depends on other people to ride you,
To write for you.
to ride for you.
Okay, so I would like you to use the prepositions and connect the sentences together. Okay, so you said, when I asked it, what's your favorite mean of transportation to commute? And you said, car. So remember that for the TOEIC exam, we are gonna structure the sentences, grammatically structure the sentences. And even if you were speaking informally, because we are focusing on the work environment for your future jobs, you will need to structure your sentences better, right?
Okay.
So, can you tell me how you normally commute to work and what's your favorite mean of transportation to commute?
I usually commute to work in a car. That's my favorite transportation because I have the control of the situation. I am in control of the times, the path to go to the work.
To go to work.
To work.
Much better. Thank you. You yourself corrected. You said have control. And then at the end, you said I am in control. That's the correct way to say it, to express it. Well done. Jesus, Imagine that you needed to use the subway to commute. Can you tell me, one, if you had that experience before, and if you didn't, or if you hadn't, could you imagine how you would feel commuting every day using the subway?
I didn't have the experience, but if I had the experience to commute on subway, it would be. I think it would be a good experience because it's very fast, so I would get to work very fast, very
Okay,
quickly.
very quickly. All right. And how would you feel about having so many people around you?
Mm, if it's very crowded, I would maybe feel a bit anxious, but usually I don't feel. It's not really crowded, so I don't feel. I feel okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you. What about you, Angel? Have you ever needed to commute by bus?
No, normally I don't commute on bus, but usually I use my car.
Okay. And how long do you need to drive to work?
Normally around 30 minutes.
Okay. Well, it is not a very long time, but it's neither a short time,
Yes.
right? Did you ever find a traffic jam in the way to work or back home?
Normally no, but in some occasions I have a traffic jam and I have nervous because people do uh, do
They beep the horn.
what?
They beep the horn.
What is this?
The beep beep.
Ah, yeah, because people have nervous and maybe use that.
Okay. So let me structure that for you, okay? So when I get stuck in a traffic jam, I may or can feel feel nervous, not nervous, okay?
Okay.
Feel nervous, or my nerves can be increased. So the nerves son los nervios, and nervous is nervioso or nerviosa. So
Okay.
when I get stuck in a traffic jam, I can feel nervous. Let's just use can, because people can start beeping the horn. Usar la bocina, right?
Okay.
Okay. Well done. So the prepositions you use it on and in, etc. Good. Now, let's talk about intensifying the adjectives. So let's imagine, Angel, that you are in a traffic jam. Everybody is completely stopped, and there is an accident ahead. And you realize that you're going to be there probably for at least 40 minutes. People can get excessively nervous and they can get out of the car, they start shouting, they start saying things. And how would you say that they are excessively nervous. Let's imagine that someone gets really nervous, really nervous, and they get out of the car and they take out the clothes because they are very hot and they are just overwhelmed and they decided to get naked.
Maybe I try to calm them, and if I can help, maybe I can help. No, I say other person to help me to calm the person.
You could ask someone else to help you
Yes.
and calm that individual. And if I want to tell you that someone got really nervous, excessively, could you come up with only one word to define what happened to this person or anybody in the room? I want all this plus getting naked in the middle of the traffic jam in one word. What happened to this person? There is only one word that can define it in English. And I am presenting this word to you. I'm sure you know it. You just don't, you're just not connecting the topics, but you will realize it. What is here? You will realize it here. Okay? Let me introduce you a very versatile word in word formation that can be very useful for your conclusions if you want to emphasize your opinion.
I work a lot and I'm so tired. Yeah, you're overworked. Yes, and they pay me too little. You're underpaid. I think my pasta is cooked too much. Oh, it's overcooked. Right. How about your hamburger? It's a little undercooked. The patty is raw. What? This is unacceptable. We should call the manager. Kara, calm down. You are overreacting. I work a lot and I'm so tired. Yeah, you're overworked. Yes, and they pay me too little. You're underpaid.
All right. So what can I say that happened to this lady or to this man in the traffic jam? They
Reacting.
Reacted.
reacted. So every time we want to emphasize as something happens or not happens, so we can say that she overreacted. It is a very useful and versatile word to use in the conclusions. Overrated, overreacted, overvalued, undervalued, etc. It is a very good word formation for you there. Antonio, can you explain us a situation when you felt misunderstood? Because we can add over or under or miss to verbs, right? And then we can, so if you were misunderstood, it means that you were undercomprehended.
Yes.
Right? Okay. So can you tell me one occasion when you felt misunderstood? Be careful with your prepositions.
Yes. I mean, I don't really know right now, but maybe when I'm hanging out with some friends that don't know me really well, maybe I make a joke or something with sarcasm,
Okay.
and they don't really know me, so they think that some things are real, but it's a joke. So I have to
Okay.
explain that that was a joke. They misunderstand me.
Okay. So you are into dark humor? Is it how
Yes,
you
yes.
say it? Dark humor. Okay. All right. Jesus, can you explain me an occasion when you felt undervalued?
What? Under what?
Undervalued?
Uh, I think I don't know what is.
Undervalued?
Oh, okay. Uh,
You can invent.
yeah, but I have to think.
It's all right. It's a speaking class. We don't need no hurry. We are just trying to use prepositions and have some relax from writing.
Okay, so maybe in a situation where I gave my opinion about something or maybe some option to do a project, and they don't take it into account, then I would feel undervalued.
Mm-hmm. Does this really happen?
No.
No. Okay. All right. Okay. And Angel, can you tell me one situation when you overreacted to something? I don't see Angel overreacting because I think he's a calm individual, but we never know. Can you remember of a overreaction of yours?
Yes, I like watch football because Real Madrid is my favorite club, and the last Sunday I watched a match with Atletico and Real Madrid, and my team lost the game, and I overreaction of the result of the game.
You overreacted. And what did you do when you overreacted? Did you break something at home?
No, only I speak higher.
You only shouted.
Yes,
Okay. You were probably um what's the word? Now I cannot remember the word. Hold on. You're probably blaspheming? Maybe?
maybe, yes.
Okay. Okay. I can imagine the situation. All right. Do you want to hear a funny thing of my overreaction?
Yes.
I am going to speak very fast. I will try to speak very, very fast. And if you have any questions, just take notes and then. So once we were at the kitchen, everybody was happily cooking. My daughters, my 4 daughters, my husband, and I. And we had all the phones on the counter. That means 6 phones on the counter. And that at a certain moment, one of the phones starts. Bam, 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 like 1,000 messages. And I had a glance at the phones and I saw the name Elsa. And I overreacted, thinking the phone chiming was my husband's. And I don't know what happened to my mind that I started to say, "Who's Elsa? Who's Elsa?" And he would say, "I don't know any Elsa." And I said, "Who's Elsa? Who's Elsa? I want to know who's Elsa. Who the freaking is Elsa?" "I don't know any Elsa, I promise." And then my daughter says, "Mom, Elsa is a friend of mine." And I would continue, "Don't defend him. I want to know who's Elsa." And I would get furious. And this is my overreaction. I don't know what happened at that moment, but I got completely angry, jealous, possessive, whatever you want to call it, something that I would never do because we have a business. So it is normal that he and I have not hundreds, but dozens of messages from customers that can be really insistent and like just bomb your WhatsApp with messages. Now, this is a clear overreaction to something completely silly. Okay? All right. Continuing. Let's go into traveling. What's your favorite mean of transport to travel? Mine is train. Antonio.
My favorite transport for travel, it's a plane.
Okay.
Faster, sometimes cheaper. It's not really comfortable, but it for me is the best way
Okay.
in general.
Jesus, in general.
Mm,
Yes.
Jesus, what's your favorite mean of transport for traveling?
for traveling about or on
Uh,
the or
in general.
in
This
general,
is
the bus. I don't know.
okay. And can you tell us why? Just as Antonio did?
It's usually very cheap, at least
Mm-hmm.
where I live.
Mm-hmm.
And you can go to many places on the same country or city. You you don't have to worry about anything. Just you pay, you sit, and you go there.
Okay. Angel, what's your favorite mean of transport for traveling?
For me, it's a car because I can drive the car and I only uh, and I go when I want, and the only thing I was too worried is the traffic.
Okay. And the petrol.
Yes.
All right. Okay. I am glad that everybody prefers a different one. I love trains because I was raised by a Renfe civil servant. My father worked for the Brazilian Renfe, not as a engine driver, but he worked in the administrative department. But I was raised watching trains, and I would live in the in in the surroundings of an important and big train station. I would even sleep listening to the sound of the rails. So it is. I have beautiful memories um, around the train settings. And on top of that, I think the train is, although the train is not the cheapest way to travel, it is comfortable. I think it's much more reliable than the planes, especially nowadays, not in the past, but nowadays you go you go on a travel and you don't know if you're gonna come home the time that you were supposed to. For instance, my daughter went to Paris last week. She was supposed to arrive um, home on a Monday, and she arrived home on the following Tuesday at midnight. So, apart from my personal experience with trains, I also like the reliability. Especially, I travel a lot to Switzerland. I have my best friend there. And apart from Switzerland, because they are very sharp on the timetables, the trains are never late if you want to come back to Spain. But these are the reasons why I prefer. Then I would like you to use adjectives, to write adjectives to define your favorite mean of transport. I will give you access to the document. Just a moment. This is Antonio, Angel. This, right, Angel? And
Yes.
Jesus. Jesus is this.
Yes.
I please here. Okay. All right. So we can adjectives for our favorite mean of transport for traveling. Notice that I'm not using to travel because it's purpose, not direction. That's why we use for traveling. Uy. Means. Okay, and for here, because it's the purpose. So this is Lucy, train. This is Angel, car. This is Jesus, bus. And this is Antonio, airplane. Okay? So think about adjectives.
We have to put drawbacks too.
I think it's good to write the drawbacks. The buses nowadays are very comfortable because you can almost lay completely, right, Jesus?
Mm, I find them comfortable, but I think I haven't gone to a bus where I can lay. But I just find them comfortable.
Mhm. Like if they are traveling buses, I think that you can almost, not completely, but at least,
Yeah, yes,
yeah,
you
you
can
really do
you can
like
recline the seat. Yeah.
yes, uh-huh. One here is, okay, so this is, yeah, what I mean by the baggage is that we can be in case of our baggage all the time. Uh, yeah, the petrol can be a bit expensive, and the risk of having your car damaged in the trip is also an important thing to consider. And in the train, I cannot think of any other drawback. In my case, being slow is not a drawback for me because I like to hear the sound of the rails a lot. They even make me sleep. So in my case, it's not a drawback, but I understand people will say, but that you take a very long time to arrive to Switzerland, for example, when the trip lasts 18 hours, I think, 18 hours. If they stop in Figueras, then they stop right before Figueras in somewhere in France, I don't remember where. And they stop in Milano as well. And they have another stop, I don't remember. Before entering Italy, they stop somewhere in Switzerland as well. But the trip is amazing. Really recommendable. Okay. Inefficient. Really, Jesus? Why inefficiency? Do you
Because
say that?
I've taken some buses to travel from a city to another. Maybe in bus you do 2 hours and 30. In the bus you do 4 hours because they take a lot of cities or towns that are in the middle and they go there. So
They need to stop there.
yeah. So
Okay.
in that case they are very inefficient.
Okay. And Antonio said delays, stressful, baggage limit. Yeah, well, actually, boarding a plane can be very stressful.
Yes, all the security controls, find the gate. If
Mhm.
it's a big airport, maybe in France, in Charles de Gaulle, I think, you
Mhm.
also have to take a train inside the airport to move.
Yes.
This is stressful because I made a mistake,
Oh, I did the
but
same. I did the same when the last time I went to Heathrow in London. I took the other way, and then when you realize, oh my God.
I mean, I was in the right place and I thought I was in the wrong place. So I moved,
Oh,
but I have plenty of time. It was like a scale, so
that was fine, right?
that was fine. But I imagine if that happens with a short time to take the plane,
The next plane,
I lost it.
probably. Mhm.
Yes.
Have you ever been to Amsterdam,
No.
Jesus and Angel?
No.
To Amsterdam, no.
Yeah. When you arrive to Amsterdam's airport and you take the train to go to the lounges, the cows move all the way around. So you travel and they play music, but they also play uh the cows mooing because you were in the land of the cheese and the milk. It is quite funny. When you hear it for the first time, you're like, what? Okay. All right. So we have here our adjectives, and I think you use it little time to think about them. So that's what we need to do when we are brainstorming for our essays, or we are brainstorming to give our opinions in the speaking exam as well. All right. This is a kind of brainstorm. Okay. All right. Let's continue. Traveling. What would be your dream travel, Antonio?
Mm, I don't know a lot, but
Sorry, a dream trip. Sorry.
I think maybe is rent a camper van and go to the Alps or the Dolomites.
To the
Dolomitas. I don't know. It's
is it
like
is it in the
another,
States?
no, in Italy, mountains.
Dolomitas.
Yes, very beautiful.
Wow, beautiful.
Yes.
Right. Oh.
I do cycling, so take my bike and go uphill the mountains.
All right. They have amazing views. And Can you tell me what would you do with your bike? What would you do with your bike?
Ride,
Okay. And
ride
okay, ride?
on my bike.
Okay. You would hop on the
Yes.
bike and you would ride around the Dolomites. I think it's
Yes.
correct to say Dolomites. Dolomites.
Dolomites.
You said, okay, so what is your dream trip?
Mm, did you ask me?
Yes, what would be your dream trip?
Japan.
Japan, more specifically Tokyo or Japan?
If I go to Japan, I would go to Tokyo, Osaka. I would go to a lot of cities and towns.
What about Okinawa?
Also,
Also?
yeah.
Uy. Why didn't bring like beautiful, right?
Yep.
Are you a lot into this kind of landscapes? That would that make a difference for you?
Yeah, they're very different, and I actually love them. So yeah, I think it would be a trip I would enjoy a lot.
Okay, what is I have a vision of a trip to Japan. It is one of my goals as well, but how can you summarize all the different scenarios and landscapes that you would be able to visit and see in Japan? Can you explain us?
In some parts of Japan, maybe very colorful and futuristic, maybe. Because if you go to Shibuya, maybe it's also very colorful. There are a lot of neons. But if you go to, I don't remember the name, but it's a like not a beach, but it's a
Coast?
yeah, a coast town. It's very relaxing because there's the sea, and yeah, that it could be very relaxing.
Okay. Peaceful.
Yeah.
Peaceful. All right. So this is the main contrast in Japan. Very peaceful and rural places contrasted to modern and illuminated Tokyo. All right.
Yeah.
Angel, what would be your dream trip?
My dream trip is I not know the name in the place because I don't remember, but it's a beach. It's in the north of Morocco, I think, in the north of Africa. But I don't remember the.
Let's try to find it. Maybe.
I know
No.
that because one teacher of my last course of the university tell me about it.
Do you have any other reference?
No, if I see the name, maybe I know it, but I not remember.
Is the name in English or is the name in Arabic?
Oof, I don't remember.
And you haven't seen any picture of it? You haven't seen any picture of it?
Oof, I don't think so.
Tangier. Okay, 10 best bitches. Let's see if the name pops up in this video. Oh, wow. 8
No.
minutes. Maybe they have a description. They have, a script.
Or maybe
We are not
using
gonna.
Alger or Tunis, no?
No, no es Tunis.
Hold on. Let's see if they have a summary here. Okay, here we have the summary of the names. Legriza Beach, Agadir Beach, Essaouira Rock, Martel Beach, Dakhla Beach, Lexira, Paradise. Here we have them. Doesn't ring a bell?
No,
Look, here you have all of them.
no, not that.
Oh, wow. So it is probably hidden, the typical beautiful touristic place that is not touristically exploited. So your teacher
Yes,
probably recommended you something really beautiful and worth it that would
yes,
not be recommended by the guides, right?
yes, because he's a teacher of Arabic and he know a lot of places of that.
All right. I recommend you to investigate because this is a possible question in the TOEIC exam. It is a possible question. What would be your dream vacation? What would be your what's your favorite holiday destination? These are all possible answers. Questions in the exam. Okay? All right. Thank you, Angel. What else? Then let's watch this. This is related to trains because I am a fan of trains, but the vocabulary can be used for the bus as well, and even the plane.
Next, please.
I need a train ticket.
Sure, single.
Divorced.
A single ticket or round trip?
Around what?
Round trip. To go there and then back.
Single.
Okay.
The ticket. I mean,
Yeah.
single.
Okay. Where to?
Sorry, what?
Where are you going?
Somewhere far, far away.
Next, please.
Okay.
I need a train ticket.
I told you she is quite weird, but the vocabulary is good. So when we buy our tickets for our travels, we get round trips or we get single trips. And when we talk about the hotels, we can also have the boards. What is a board, Antonio? If we are
Board.
talking about the hotels.
Board. Mm, mm, I don't know. Board
No,
is
they are
not
the
pizarra?
they are the pensions.
Oh,
So you have half board, media pensión, you have full board for pensión completa. Or not very English, but it has been standardized by the web pages just because it's easier to remember, all included. That would be a full board as well. Okay. What else regarding the traveling? This is about the dream trip. I don't remember. Okay. This channel is here because this girl speaks very slowly. Even if it looks like she's using ASL, she's not. She applies some ASL to the video, but it is not very accurate. But as she speaks very slowly, we can pay attention to the diction, and maybe some students can get curious and watch her her shorts.
Hello, and welcome back to my Slow English podcast. Today, I want to tell you about the trip that I'm planning to go to Thailand again. I went to Thailand about 2 years ago, and I absolutely loved it. I loved the food, I loved the people, I loved the nature, the buildings from Bangkok, big cities, to Koh Tao, small remote islands. And ever since I went 2 years ago, I have been wanting to go again. So I booked my flight on October 13th, and I will be flying to Bangkok City. I can't wait to show you guys everything. Be I will all visit Japan and Korea with my sister. Are there any countries that you have always wanted to visit?
Okay,
Hello?
I like that, and I pasted here so we can realize the non-silent consonants. Realize how we must vocalize the consonants at the end of the words. As she speaks like that in her shorts, it is good to shadow and to indeed realize how they sound, because they sound when we speak fast. It's just that maybe we don't realize the way we can do it when we are speaking that slowly. All right? Okay, traveler's hack. This is just out of the blue. Think about other hacks that you can recommend that are not included in the video. All right. Any other useful hacks? If it's not for traveling, you can think about any other hack. If you want to Google, you can Google. It's all right. I will present, because this happened here, I will present a cooking hack. Tell me when you are ready. You go first, I go last.
When you package your clothes, rolling clothes, when you package your clothes, rolling clothes is better than folded.
Okay. Making rolls to pack to pack your suitcase. That's a good
Yes.
one. True. Jesus.
Mm, going to maybe restaurants or bars that have local people. Because if local people eat there, it's gonna be good and
Okay.
usually cheaper.
That's true. So you mean asking locals to
Yeah, also
recommend?
asking. Yeah.
Okay. So making clothes, rolling clothes, right? Suitcase. All right. Jesus. Local recommendations of restaurants.
Yeah.
And Joe, do you have something?
When you go to a restaurant, you should look the commentaries of that place.
Reading reviews
Yes.
before deciding for a restaurant. Okay. And my hack is it was very cold. Well, because I live in a place that the temperatures raise and drop all the time. And we left the butter outside the fridge, outside the fridge, and it was still hard. And the girls are always struggling to spread the butter on the bread because it's too hard. And one day I was preparing the breakfast myself when my daughter entered the kitchen and she watched as I placed the the knife onto the fire and I started to get the butter easily. And then she said, "Oh, mom, that's a life hack," because she would never do that. She would get the cheese cutter to cut slices of bread, but it's not the same thing as melting the batter at the moment. So I did that, and she said that was a useful hack. Okay, I cannot remember of any traveling hacks in this case. Cannot think about anything else. Well, this is not a problem anymore. No, it's all right. Okay, and some idioms. Let's go into the idioms.
Do you want some coffee? No, thanks. I quit cold turkey.
Do you want some coffee? I quit cold turkey. What does she mean? Anybody? No?
Okay, I don't have cold turkey. I have coffee. No. I quit cold turkey means I stopped drinking coffee suddenly and completely. Okay.
All right. When something happens all of a sudden and and that's the way you express it.
Are you ready for your big presentation? Yeah, to be honest, I'm getting cold feet. I have an extra pair of warm socks in my bag. Here, take it. No, I'm not cold. I'm getting nervous about my presentation. Oh, sorry. There's Lisa. Hey Lisa, how's it going? That's weird. She saw me, but she didn't say hi. This morning, she gave me the cold shoulder too. Cold shoulder? She was unfriendly. She ignored us. Too many idioms. I need something stronger than coffee. Do you want some coffee? No, thanks.
Can you think of idioms that you know?
In English.
Or maybe we can do the other way around. You can think about idioms in Spanish and we can try to translate them so that you can use them both in the speaking exam and the writings. Whatever you prefer. You have it, Angel?
Maybe get up with the left foot. I think no exists in English, but in Spanish, yes.
I think that a good way to say it would be having a better day. But I am not sure. We are going to check now. Get off on the wrong foot. This is the correct translation. All right. Antonio, do you have it?
Estar como una cabra.
I like it. I have read this before, but honestly, I don't remember right now. I'm trying to remember. I'm sure I'm not going to remember. I'm not going to remember. They said it in Stranger Things, but I cannot remember. Estar como they're not very creative, as you can see. You're a bit crazy. It's ironic. Acting bizarre, strange, out of the ordinary. Maybe nuts is the best. Be completely mad, be off of your head. Let's see this guy here because he sounds familiar to me.
Uf, ese tipo estaba como una cabra. ¿Y eso qué significa?
No, I'm mistaken. No, I will say nuts. The thing is that she's going nuts can mean that she's going very angry too. Let's leave it pending correction from my native friend, okay?
Okay.
Peanuts. Pending native opinion. I think there's another way to say it, to be honest. And Jesus.
Llover a cántaros.
Raining cats and dogs. This I am sure, but I will check. here to rain cats and dogs.
Yes.
All right. And that's it, guys. I think that we have enough. As I said, it is just somehow to relate the speaking activities with something in the class, go somehow over the grammar, but just to have some kind of relax before the big day when we are gonna, in this case, we are gonna work on conclusions one more time. Angel, if I would appreciate if you can do something before the weekend, and then I can correct and keep in touch with you through the document, and then
Okay.
you would be ready for the last conclusion practice before we do more speaking.
Okay.
Deal? Deal?
Yes.
All right. Okay, any questions, boys?
No.
No.
All right. So I wish you a very good weekend and see you back on Monday.
See you Monday.
See you. Bye.
Bye bye,
Bye,
guys.
Lucy.
Bye bye.
Take care.